Hello and welcome. This is going to be a video of very, I would say embarrassing, on all the crap I've tried in September. I've kind of just fallen to like most of the stuff I've had, and I just feel like it's there, so I need to try and use it, and then I just try and end up using everything, and nothing feels really settled. I'd say this month I don't have just like one planner, and it's driving me crazy. So I will begin. I think the beginning of September I started with just this giant day designer that it's just literally, it's just a monthly, because I was getting so overwhelmed. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna like drop everything, just use this, and then like a notebook for dailies. And so what happened was I had this Stalogy, A6 Stalogy that I tried before, and then I kind of taped those up and started like using this for like daily logs and stuff. But it quickly just kind of, I don't know, I think I jumped into other things, which is mostly my problem. It's not that none of these are working, it's just that I'm trying too many things to try and find the like perfect system, that it's just no system. No system September is what it's coming on to. So in this sort of vein, I tried some bullet journaling, sort of. I think my problem with the A6 and with these is that I had started these notebooks, this one, not this one, I started these notebooks for, like this one was work notes and this one was bullet journaling earlier this year, and I think just like starting in the middle of a notebook does not work for me. And so I kind of was like, okay, well this one has more pages, let me try this one. Well, this one has dot grid, which I prefer, so let me go back to this one. And it was just kind of big mismatch. So you can see like this was from May of this year. And then I said, well, let me do, just go back into bullet journaling for here, which, you know, I don't know why none of this is setting well with me. I really like the idea of bullet journaling and how simple it can be, but there's always that part of me that needs like the pre-dated structure of a planner. But what I find I like most about bullet journaling is just the space for like, here I did some journaling, just space for daily lists. I have I have this like, I don't know, I like to be able to see my week all at once, but then I also like to have space for my daily tasks. So this is literally the same thing as the other one. It was just me trying it out in this one. And so this, I tore some pages out, so there's, yeah, I don't know. And then this, my husband had a bullet journal, sort of, that he ended up using for work, and then I grabbed it. The paper is a lot thicker than like a Moleskine, which I kind of like enjoyed. And then from these, this week, I kind of said, you know what, let me try a Moleskine, like this is basically the layout of a Moleskine planner. And so I did get this one at Target, and this is recently. And so trying it out, this was back planned, some podcast notes about anxiety. This was last week that I actually used. This is this week. This is stupid, but this side, I don't like how it looks, and so it frustrates me. I like the whole week view on one side, space for notes on the other. But again, I really need like a space for to-dos, and crunching them in here, it sort of stresses me out because I'm also seeing all this stuff, and I want to just be able to see one day at a time. So that was like last week. And then, what else? So this is from 2021, and I thought, you know, let me try it out. You can see all my old spreads. And so what I did was redated it, and so then just kind of tried using it a little bit. Actually talked through some things with my husband. I brought out all my planners, and I was like, what should I do? What should I use for next year? And he suggested either the Moleskine Weekly or the Hobonichi Weeks, and he thought that I could like, you know, list all of my to-dos, and instead of having a daily log, I just continue to list things here, and then like give each day a color, and then highlight which day I decide to do things. And so I tried that in here. Where did it go? It was fun. And then with this vertical layout, I like the idea. Again, it's like I want all of the things, but then none of things at the same time. Let me see if I can find it. Here. So I like the idea of having the time view to see like when I have appointments, to see like when I have free time. And so then here I try to do like the color coding and just put all of my tasks in one spot. I do like this paper. I like that it's white. This is the bigger size. I did try kind of seeing if I could do a smaller size with their printables, but yeah, I don't know. It's just gonna take, I don't know. Like, I'm afraid I don't want to buy it and then not use it. And so, yeah, I like the vertical view to see the times, but then I also feel weird just throwing tasks in with time stuff, because what if something comes up and I need that space? But I do like having this space for to-dos. So there's this, and then at Goodwill, I found this 2019 Commit 30 planner for like $2, and I had been looking at their planners on like Instagram and seeing it, so I thought, oh, let me try it. And so it's kind of like redated. This is the back plan. This was the current week that I got it, and I used it. But the advantage of this is the time is only on one side, so it's easier to just throw in tasks. But then at the same time, like, I can't really use it like I would the Passion Planner for time things each day, because it's kind of hard to like follow the time across. But like looking at this now, like this was fun to use. I just kind of go back and forth with wanting the week all in one view, but wanting my daily to-dos separate from the week, which might just be something I need to get over. So, yeah, I don't, and then this is kind of big, and there's some extra stuff in here that I don't know that I'll need, like this, I don't know. I mean, since this was $2, like, I don't mind playing around with it some more. I like how this looks, and I know it's not really about how it looks, but how it works for me. So yeah, I need it to not, like, it doesn't need to look pretty, but I need it to work, that I can, you know, write stuff down when I need to get stuff done. And then I found this, I said, well, you know, I need a daily. And so I found a set of 2 of these Erin Condren Petite planners on Mercari for like $5 for both of them. So I thought that was a really good deal to try out. and it's kind of like an A5 size, I think. And so I was testing like my fountain pens, and let's see, when did I get it? I think this was the day I got it, and then I ended up, it's just kind of worked out that I didn't like it for personal use, but it works for work, that I can jot stuff down, take notes, kind of plan ahead. So this is sort of morphing into a work planner. It, you know, was only a couple bucks, so it's not a total waste, but I don't, like, again, I hate wasting things. So I'll probably end up using this for work still. It's like last week it worked for me, so I'm still using it this week for work. And my Hobonichi Weeks and my day designer. The weeks, I ordered a 2023 week, so I thought, you know, I should probably pull this out and use it. And so this, the 5th was kind of like the first week that I got back into using it. With this, I just kind of went a little crazy earlier in the year. I think my style was different, and so looking back, this kind of just, it's not overwhelming, but it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's messy. And then the back note pages are all over the place, like there's no really rhyme or reason to them, and so that kind of bugs me. But, and this is just the regular, this isn't the mega. So I will probably still be using this 2023. It is one that I've used most. I was in this for a few months earlier in the year before I found the day designer. So yeah, it's something I'm gonna keep, and it's similar to the Moleskine. You just get like more space on this, obviously, but I like that this, you can have the extra pages in the back, which this does not offer. And the months, I hate the months on these because they're so tiny. And here you get the 2 spread. Granted, like the boxes aren't much bigger, but it just feels like this makes more sense to me than a month on 1 page. So yeah, I tried just like listing out my projects. I did try some dailies. It just feels weird in the weeks. I'm not sure why, because I did it earlier in the year. But there's that. And this, you know, I used faithfully like March through July, I think. And then it just got to be too small. Like we went on vacation, and then that was just kind of it. I didn't use it. So this was me trying to use it that week, and I was just like, I have too much random to-dos that I need a space for it, which is I think why I went into this. This was kind of back planned, and then this is last week, this week. Yeah, it's working more this week and last week since I didn't have so many random to-dos for the whole week. But I like having like this as the option, so I just have space for to just kind of brain dump tasks. I will probably finish using this. I'm almost done. So there's that. And what is this? This is my Hobonichi A6. I did use the first half of the Avec, and so I wanted to use kind of the rest of it. I used it a lot in July. And then I sort of just petered off in August. I think it did not get used. I think that was back planned, and then me setting it up for September. I've used it off and on. I don't think any of this was back planned. The thing about this is the grid, it's just a smidge too tiny. and I don't like my handwriting in this, and so I tried like skipping the lines, but then I kind of feel like it's just wasting space. Yeah, so it's like I've yet to find the Goldilocks daily planners this week. But I do like the paper. And then this I tried selling a few times on Mercari and Instagram, and I've used this off and on. Some planner lessons that I'm not paying attention to. If you want to pause and read these, I need to remind myself some of these things, but I just wanted to write them down so that, because I've made a couple posts about like planner lessons I've learned over the year. I just wanted to write it down so I can kind of see it when I need to talk myself out of buying something new. So then I've got these Peanut Planner Co. weekly or monthlies. These are just the Filofax weeklies. And then their pages are sticking together, and I don't know why. This week, last week, I do like these. I like the paper a lot, but just me setting up October. The rings bug me. They get in the way. And then this was me yesterday trying a daily, and then this was Monday, and I wrote it on Sunday, so then I rewrote it on Monday. And then in the back, I just cut some note paper from like an 8.5 by 11 notebook. And just writing different notes. I do like the idea of using this for like long-term collections and things going forward. I thought I could add like, you know, order tracker, like health log, that kind of thing, and maybe use this for dailies if I use something else like my weeks for 2023 as my weekly, but we'll see. Ideally, I would find something with smaller rings, but I don't know. And I don't want to buy something with smaller rings if it's not going to be something that I know I'm going to use a bunch. So, yeah, we'll see how this works. For 2023, I don't think I'll be repurchasing the Techo. I did use it in 2021. It just hasn't felt like it hasn't been my favorite this year, so I probably won't rebuy this for 2023. I have this coming today. The Blue Sky Planners they released their 2023 Day Designer collab, but I haven't seen this pocket size yet, so I'm waiting for that, and I will buy that because it's only, you know, a couple bucks or a few bucks. And since this was one of my favorite planners this year, I will be rebuying this. And then I do have this Moleskine 2022-2023. I really like this paper. Oh, that's one thing. This is all in fountain pen, and it's not bleeding through, which I find so weird because in all of my other Moleskine notebooks, fountain pen bleeds through really bad. So this paper, it does feel smoother, like slicker almost. So I'm wondering if it's changed. So this I'll probably use the same as the weeks, and maybe just depending on if I want a bigger size or not, I'll use these basically interchangeably. Yeah, but I might try this for dailies. I don't know. We'll see what I've got. Oh, this is the Filofaxy Day on 2 page, a freebie from his website. So yeah, we'll see. But if anyone has any ideas or suggestions on how I can get rid of all of this crap and just have like one, maybe two main planners, please let me know. Like, what do you guys do when you're overwhelmed? Because yeah, I've noticed I've like miswrote things down. And so luckily we caught it ahead of time where we didn't like miss an appointment or anything, but I definitely know I need just like this says, I prefer lines or grid to write. I like a space for daily to-dos. My brain works better functionally with minimal deco. I'm not good at building my own planner from scratch, like trying to make inserts. I need one main monthly that I can rely on to be accurate, which I think is my problem with this craziness. If I need just one monthly that I know, okay, I'm writing everything down and it's going to have everything I need. I do better in the long one with pre-printed inserts. Cutting and punching them gets overwhelming. So I like these. I like the idea of it being free, but I know going forward, if I have to keep cutting and printing and cutting these, that's not gonna work. So I'm looking into, I know Filofax has a day on 2 page, but they're kind of expensive. So I'm weighing the pros and cons of that. Just because it looks pretty on Instagram and works for someone else doesn't mean you need to try it out. You've tried most of it anyway. So ain't that the truth? So yep, this is what I've got going on. I do definitely want to like streamline for October, November, December. My goal is to like get settled in a system that I can carry forward in 2023. And so I think it's going to be this because this is for 2023. This I have the 2023 coming today. And this, I think perhaps I might try, instead of having their Filofax as horizontal weekly, I don't know if they do a vertical timed for this size. I think it may just be A5, but I'll take a look. I know like Peanuts Planner Co. offers printed inserts now, so that's an option where I can just maybe like get hers, but have her print them and ship them so I don't have to cut them, so that I can have my horizontal weeklies, which I love, but then maybe also have a vertical weekly so that I can kind of like see my timed layout of things. Anyway, that's what I've got going on. This was kind of crazy. Sorry it was all over the place. I'm not gonna deny that I probably won't try a new bullet journal next year. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye.